Here we have some examples of excellent and above Gargoyle design work, but this time over 2 sketchbook pages. So this first example is great ideas, gets a 9 out of 10. One of the reasons which stops it getting to a 10 is some of the pictures, it's quite hard to link with some of the text. So for example, it's talking about the arms sticking out here, but this writing relates to this on this picture. So they're a bit kind of far away from one another. There's a lot of blank space. Now, whether these could have been drawn bigger or whether the pictures could have been printed out larger, that might have pushed it up to a 10. I think one of the interesting things about this is thinking about how we would make it, because these arm type features sticking out the side are going to be quite difficult to model. But a great piece of design work. If we look at another example, another 9. So again, 2 very strong designs, referencing to pictures and gargoyles and things in the animal kingdom. So great example of a piece of work. To get a 10, probably would need a little bit more detail in, for example, the wings. What texture might be added to these wings? And maybe a few more references around here where he's got some space. So for example, where do these features come from? It's a little bit unclear, but again, good enough to get into the excellences with a 9 out of 10. So here we've got a step up. We've got an 11. I talked about creating a bit more texture on these wings. And you can see, for example, this student has done a lot more detail on the more blank areas of the picture. One could criticize it slightly, that what's happening here, should this be colored in? I can see these are coming out of this sort of flat top area. One could say that some of these features on the tail maybe should be on there too. Maybe some of the pictures could be a bit bigger and written a bit more, but that's really being hypercritical, and maybe if he would have done that, it wouldn't have got an 11, it would have got a 12. And then finally, an example which is a 12. You can see a great drawing, lots of tone and detail in the drawing. Great sort of example on the back. High quality artwork. Pictures probably not quite as good as this one. Some of them are a bit low resolution. He's got a bit of a flap out there, which has got a bit damaged. And here, again, low resolution. But this is really high quality work, well thought through, etc. Lots of detail in the colouring to put it up to a 12. So there are some very high quality examples of the Gargoyle design, which are over a double sketchbook page.